Hello, Void. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. What pronouns do you prefer to use?
Oh, I use he, him. Yeah, he, him.
Okay. And why did you choose this name for yourself, the VoidsTune?
Oh God, that is a good question. It goes really far back actually. So the first name I ever chose was The Tune, and that one was mostly because of the Legend of Zelda series. One of my favorite series with them was the Toon Link version, where it was like the Spirit Tracks or like Windmaker or not Windbreaker and all sorts of all those different kinds that were there. Phantom Hourglass, those were my favorite ones, and I decided to put Tune in there because I felt like maybe Toon Link was a bit too much, and I put Tune, and yeah. But when I started to stream, I at the time I wasn't thinking I was going to be drawing, which I am now, which is sort of interesting. But yeah, when I first started streaming, I decided, okay, I'll change it to Tune Tune because I'm going to be talking. And I'm used to being called Void because of League of Legends and all that as well. So it was more or less just changing the tune to Tune instead, because then it's like people are watching, they're listening to the tune of your voice, to the tune of you playing the games, all sorts of that stuff. And I
Mm-hmm.
thought that was fitting, so I put Void's tune instead.
That's
So
cool.
yeah.
And what about. Okay, is there something what people who are watching your content don't know about you? Like, do you
People
have any
who
hobby or
oh
anything what you never talked about?
oh god, hobby. Um, I don't have too many hobbies right now. It's COVID, but I
I
used
mean, you
to.
can have hobbies at
Oh
home.
yeah, no, I mean like most of my hobbies now changed from what I used to do. I used to more or less go out to the gym or go for runs and all that, and then with COVID, everything was sort of locked down. And now my main hobby is work right now, actually, which is sort of sad. But my main hobby is just either work or being uh, tired. And I have actually one sort of new hobby. Actually, now that I think about it, uh, have you heard of like the the manhwa manhwa? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. The
No.
those it's almost like manga and all that, but it's like webtoon stuff and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I've actually been reading some of those because I've been either bored or just too tired to do anything else. So I thought, you know what, I'll start reading some of those. And now I have too many on the go, and actually not too many because I'm already caught up in them, and only a few like one chapter a week each one. So, but yeah, that's something I don't think anyone knows is
That's cool.
webtoons and all that. But yeah.
What advice would you give to someone who just starting out with content creation?
Oh, that is a good question. Someone who's just starting out,
Yeah.
be ambitious. I myself was ambitious in the beginning, then I sort of lost track of it because certain circumstances outside of online stuff, just IRL stuff. But definitely be ambitious. Be ambitious. Do whatever you can to get viewers. Um, Now that doesn't mean be a total
Do
jerk and go to
whatever you
someone else's
can.
stream and start posting your link. No, what I mean is like make connections. Try to stream as much as you can. Make YouTube videos if you want, or make even TikTok videos or something along those lines, or even Instagram, Twitter, all those different things. try your best to be out there so people can recognize the name and try to make a name for yourself. That is something that I'd say would be a really good thing to do when you're first starting out.
That's a good
Like,
advice.
yeah.
Who has been your biggest supporter, mentor, or role model over these years or months?
Ooh, my biggest supporter. Um, Surprisingly enough, my biggest supporter was two certain people actually who try to go on to every single stream I have, and it's they're great people, and I really enjoy like them coming onto the stream, and it's more or less why I haven't quit is because of them. It was Kindred Zindred and Kali Ramen. Both of them are great people. They try their best to make it out to the streams. Both of them are just wonderful joy to have on the stream, and yeah. So I'd
That's
say
really
they're the
cool.
biggest supporters.
And what motivates you to do your content?
Well, that's a good question. Uh, Honestly, my my motivation is it's weird because a lot of people are motivated to keep going, to grow their content, to like get out there and start making more money. Which, you know what, honestly, if that went that way, that'd be great. But what motivates me is I want to reach out to multiple people. I don't mind like if someone is just watching me because they want to watch me, or if
Mhm.
they follow me or something. I think of the person almost the same as if they were subbed, or if they were followed, or if they're just a random person that was watching. My streaming is here for people to enjoy, to have a great time. I want to be able to have a stream where people can go in and actually enjoy themselves and not have to worry about issues that are happening in real life, possibly just to be able to help them out or have them not have a hard time and just
So
to
just give them
enjoy a little bit.
comfort.
Exactly, yeah. Whether it's through my entertainment or them if they need to just watch something or take their mind off something. It was That's more or less why I started.
That's cool. That's really good motivation.
Thank you, thank you.
And which platform helps you the most until now?
Twitch, because I haven't started the YouTube when I have been meaning to, and I started on Twitter a little bit. Uh, that's been fun. I used to do Instagram and all that, but that was for a completely different thing other than actual streaming, which is something completely different.
Did you
But
ever
yeah,
use TikTok? Maybe?
no, I haven't gone on TikTok yet. I need to start though. I need to start going on TikTok because God, I keep seeing TikTok ads and just I don't know if you've seen any of the TikTok ads, but they're all very interesting and I'm going, okay, why this is supposed to help me want to download the app? Like why is this like that?
Yeah, I never saw any TikTok ads and I'm really
Oh,
happy for it.
they're
Like, I don't
they're
know,
just
for me,
weird.
TikTok is just cuffed.
They're the worst. They're terrible.
Yeah,
There's just random people.
I live in a not English speaking country, which means that my content just not go outside.
Oh my god.
But if you live in an English speaking country, I think you have a big chance to people find your content.
Absolutely, yeah.
Um, is there anything what you thought differently before you started content creation? Like today's day, you just go on Twitch, you see that bigger people have, I don't know, 100,000 viewer at the same time or 60,000 viewers, and you start out and you see that it's not the same what you were expecting. So
Um,
you Do you ever have some different thoughts before you started?
Yeah, yes and no. I had a lot of different thoughts because before I started was when Twitch was having all those issues with the bigger streamers, and the bigger streamers were starting to get worried and all that with all the videos they had to delete of the DMCA, or people not actually getting paid properly, or there were situations where um what was it, shoot, situations where people had switched over to Mixer because of, I think, Ninja and all that had inappropriate ads actually play.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so at first that was something that made me concerned about whether or not I wanted to start streaming. And then also with YouTube and all that, with all the content creation issues as well, where if there was any bit of copyright on your YouTube video, YouTube would immediately claim it, even if it was something that you did. If there was a bigger streamer that said, "Oh yeah, that was me," and then claimed it, it would cause the content creator who actually created it, the smaller one, to have a lot more issues than the one person who faked a claim. And there was a few YouTubers that actually had this issue, and then YouTube is like, "Oh yeah, we're fixing the issue," and then like months down the line, they still didn't get any revenue because they might have, let's say, 50,000 people who follow them, and then they're trying to make YouTube their main streaming source, but YouTube still says, "No, no, all your money is being taken," and yeah, we'll fix the issue, and they still haven't. So that was something I was a little bit worried about. That's still something I'm a little bit sketched about for YouTube, but I feel like if I'm just putting my own streams up there, it would be fine. But
Yeah,
Twitch
I'm pretty
itself,
sure.
I still have the same sort of thoughts about it. How I'm a little bit iffy about it, but it's fine. It is a nice platform. It's nice. I've met a lot of amazing people, Twitch, yourself included. And, there, it's great. Like it's a great platform. A lot of people are coming together, and even in a Discord, for example, meeting people for the first time. Everyone is joyful, go happy, and not extremely rude, and all that. Everyone's there for the same thing, trying to get grow their stream and also make new connections and new friends. And it was good. It was really good. The only thing I'm a little bit iffy about for Twitch is the the uh, the viewer base retain, which is hard if you're a variety streamer. Which that I don't mind, because that, honestly, if people want to watch the stream, then watch the stream for me. But it's definitely for anyone that's trying to do a variety stream. Sorry, I'm going off topic a little bit. I'm
It's
tired. I'm a
fine,
little
it's
bit
fine.
loopy. For anyone
Like,
that's
this is a talking podcast, so talk if you want to. Like, it's fine.
okay. So yeah, anyone who starts out as a variety streamer instead of, here, I'll even do myself for example. For me, I started out doing League nonstop for streaming. Um, I got up to an average of 6 or 7 viewers every single time when I was first starting out. Now it's average of 2 or 3, which is fine, but it's more or less because I had a viewer base that I left to be a variety streamer instead. And I feel like that definitely is something that most new streamers find interesting, because I was actually talking to someone earlier, bigger streamers who have been dedicated to one type of stream constantly are usually hounded or begged by their followers to play another game and turn into a
Yes.
variety streamer. But if they start out as a variety streamer, it's 10 times harder. So it's interesting to see how all these other streamers that are big are turning into variety streamers because of people telling them to play other games.
I think
And
one
yeah,
of the bigger streamers what I could mention here is, for example, Tubo. Tubo is one of the person who, when I started to watch, it was Minecraft, and now it just 8 hour stream with 4 different games, and people are just
yeah,
sitting through. But for example, there I can see if it's not Minecraft, there are less people.
exactly, yeah, yeah,
So I think it's still a problem with bigger streamers, even though chat wants you to play other games.
absolutely, absolutely, yeah, sure.
And when did you first become passionate about content creation? So when was the time where you said, I want to create content?
Um, I'd say it would probably be this one Twitch person that came into my chat, uh, Ice Phoenix something. Forget Ice Phoenix 360. That's um, I met him in a league game and all that, and I was just playing random games with my friends. And when he was talking to me, he was talking to me for a while, and it was great, just being like there. And I know I was talking to friends as well, but it's a different feeling when there's someone there watching and you're talking to them and they're talking back to you. It's a different feeling. It's a nice, interesting feeling knowing that someone's there for your content, for you, for wanting to see the stuff that you make. Uh, I was talking to him for almost like the whole entire stream, and at that point, I was still new to streaming. I think I was like 2 weeks in or something. At that point, it was more or less that made me push to want to do more content creation, because it was, well, like I said, it was just a really nice feeling of someone that I didn't even know wanted to join the stream and start talking. It's, it was nice. So I guess I'd say that. Say that.
And why did you went live first place?
What I what?
Why did you went live first place?
Why did I go live in the first place? I wanted to go stream actually a few years back, but at that point in time, I was doing school, and I was also in a house that had the worst Wi-Fi possible. It was it was terrible. We had a 5 megabyte download, and even that barely reached 1 megabyte, even with the Ethernet cable, because we were out in the middle of the boonies, and it was absolute just garbage. So I couldn't do it at that time, and
So you had to wait.
I had to wait. And then I moved into the house that I'm in now, and I didn't start right away. I wanted to. I was thinking about it, but the thing that made me push to do it was I was talking to another person who wanted to start streaming, who unfortunately didn't end up streaming, but they we were both talking about whether or not we should start streaming, and we planned on a day to actually start streaming a game together. And they didn't make it because they had other issues that had happened in real
Mhm.
life, and they still haven't started streaming because life has still been in the way of that. But it was more or less just a full-on plan to start streaming, and then finally doing it because a friend of mine wanted to start streaming, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll join you. And unfortunately, I was the only one that did, but still just sort of
But you
that
did
small
it
push.
and you are here. And you
Exactly,
also
yeah.
wanted to do it in the past, so it worked out the best way, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure, sure.
If you could give an advice to your younger self, what would it be?
Oh God. I'd say download that video editing software that was free at one point in time last year. There, and then also try to have a bit more of a plan for streams and all that, because right now I'm a bit busy, but when I first started, for sure, I know for a fact I was just streaming without a plan of what was going on. And now right now, unfortunately, since I'm busy, I can't really do too much, but I actually have set plans because I usually do podcasts now, and I do League, I do Minecraft, and a few other ones. And honestly, I'd say just
Just have
get
a
some
schedule.
sort of journal and have a schedule. Yeah, yeah.
What was the biggest surprise what came to you?
Biggest surprise that what?
What came to you? Like, what was the biggest surprise what you experienced?
Oh, biggest surprise I experienced. Hmm. That Good question. I'd say the biggest surprise that had happened to me would have been hmm the amount of people that I got in the beginning. Like I know it's still not a major amount. Like but it was only like a few months. Like actually not even a few. I think it was two, 1.5 or two, when I was fully dedicated to streaming nonstop when I had the time. And then I ended up getting affiliate really fast, and that was the biggest surprise because my other friends who tried streaming and all that and are streaming occasionally are just barely reaching 100 something right now, and they've been streaming for 2 or 3 years. And I didn't think it would be that fast, like right off the bat getting affiliate. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh God, okay. So I'd say that would be the biggest surprise, I'd say.
I can I have two comments here. One, I think streaming is kind of like based. So even though you two started at the same time, then you can see that you guys are in the different level. Also, to be honest, if three people would stand behind me watching me playing a game, I would be scared. So
Yeah,
I don't think that three people is just a little amount or something like that. People usually underestimate it. But yeah,
for
if
sure.
if they just would stand beside you in the room, it will be really scary.
Yeah.
What was the biggest milestone you reached, and what was your reaction to it?
Well, that one obviously is the 50 one. That didn't happen too long ago, or when I first started. But my reaction was like, "Huh, it's really happening. I really got affiliate. What the heck?" It was more or less just a reaction of, "Oh my God, I actually did it this fast. What the hell? I actually got it." Huh. It was a reaction of confusion, concern, and so it starts. If that makes sense.
The realization.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
If you could, if you could have a billboard with anything on it, what would it be and why?
Hmm. Anything on it? Um.
Anything. Like you decide they just put it on and that's all.
Uh, so okay, it's gonna be a bit of a meme. You'll know why. Other people probably won't. So I'll explain it. Um, it's it would either be "Are you winning?" or it or it would be "I'm proud of you." Just to...
To be honest, I think both of them is just false.
yeah,
And
yeah.
why?
I get those because before I ended up getting 9 kids that I've adopted apparently.
Oops.
Before that, I was also a dad of other servers and I didn't fully accept it. I did a little bit, but not a major amount. And then I got 9 kids, and then I felt like I had to protect every single one of them. And then it just turned into full dad mode, and now I can't stop. I've started making dad jokes. It's weird. I don't know. So,
I think 9 kids is just the changing of the ball.
yeah,
My god.
exactly. So I guess before any of you start getting concerned, I gotta ask: Are you winning? And I'm proud of you.
Also, there are other stuff, but
Yeah.
okay, if someone just don't understand, should we explain? Or
Yeah.
just leave them blank?
I mean, if they want to know the answer, they got to tune into our streams. There we go.
True, true. Okay. Uh, and what do you think? How COVID affected your content? So, if COVID's not happening, would you be still here doing this stuff?
I think I would. I think I would. Um, I'd say COVID is. Hmm. I'd say it's made it grow in a sense because a lot more people are online. A lot more people are actually viewing certain things, and I've talked to a lot of people through Twitch, even myself, because I've caught myself going on Twitch now and looking up random streamers and viewing what they're doing and seeing how I can implement it, or looking at their stream and enjoying their content. And a lot of people are doing the same thing. It's yeah, it's all completely like
It's just
helping
there.
a lot of different streamers, and it's good. I think COVID has helped streaming in a sense become majorly popular on all platforms, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, or something along those lines. It's definitely helped them out a lot.
Yeah. And which aspect do you enjoy the most? Like out
Uh,
of
the
streaming?
the reaction, the people that are there behind you reacting, the new faces that you meet, or not, I guess it wouldn't be faces. The new names that you see, uh, all that stuff. Seeing the new names type something, and you sort of reacting, going like, "Oh, I got a new person," and you're more into it sometimes because usually when it's the same people, sometimes you don't really get into it too well, or it's a little bit hard. But
Yeah.
sometimes when you get a new person, or there's someone that's talking there that you haven't seen talk in a while, you just get right back into the mode, and you're going, "Oh my god, yeah, it's been a while," and or just like, "Hey, welcome to the stream," and get talking. I enjoy just seeing the new faces and the reoccurring faces. Why do I keep
That's
saying
cool.
faces? Names.
I mean, some people has faith, so you are not wrong.
That's true.
Um, do your friends, class, family knows about your content?
Oh god. So my friends know about my channel. My family sort of knows about my channel. I'd say it's more so my friends. My family, they don't really go on any sort of stuff along those lines, so they don't really care. They care, but they don't really, watch
They
or
are just,
all that.
you are an adult, you can do your stuff.
Well, that and it's partially judging, but other than that, it's interesting. It's yeah. I
And is
realized a
there,
lot through that,
sorry,
but sorry, go ahead. What were you saying?
no, you go.
I was saying realize a lot through how many people like in your life that just right off the bat go, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So I heard that you were doing Twitch and all that, and I'm like, oh, how did you find out? Because I'm sort of like the more people I don't really know in real life, knowing that I'm on Twitch, partially the better. Like I don't mind people joining in and watching, but
But it's
some of the
strange.
people that I some of the people I know since I was young, or whether it's family, it just feels a little bit awkward, I find. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, is any of your real life friends happy with content creation or not really?
With mine personally or just in general?
um, in general. So I don't know, maybe they appear on your stream, are they on the background doing stuff or anything?
Well, we got the one that plays League constantly and sometimes screams at his game. Uh, he's great though. He's an awesome guy. He he does support my stream and all that. He out of most of my friends, he usually has it on at the side on his other monitor, and sometimes even types in it. It's funny because he all he has to do is say something, and I can hear him and reply back, but he still types, and he's a great guy, and I really enjoy it that he does that. I honestly, sometimes it's hard when he's playing a game and I'm trying to stream, or something, vice versa. Whether it's in Discord or streaming, but honestly, he's been a nice guy, and I'm not gonna hold anything against him, especially for League. I know how League gets and other games. League is, if anyone out there happens to see the game called League of Legends, do not install it. Do not install it. It is a virus. It is a trap. It will suck you in, and it will make you hate the game, but you're still gonna play it. Don't do it. Anyway,
Anyway, so
yeah,
Dolly, okay,
yeah.
understood.
So yeah,
It's
content
fine.
creation. So yeah, my a lot of my friends actually tried starting streaming a lot in YouTube, so they're all enjoying. They find it's interesting themselves, or they've uh also reached affiliate or something, and they're going, and they're they're all trying to find ways to make themselves known as well, or they're just really enjoying the different types of content that are out there, because there's millions of ways people are making content now, and it's
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Have you ever felt demotivated?
Yeah, few times. Right now, a little bit, because I work has been a little bit stressful. A lot of other IRL stuff has been stressful lately this past month, so I just needed a little bit of a break from trying to be streamer mode and all that, and then also having other things in life. So I'm getting back into it. I'm feeling much better now, but before I was just out of it. I was not in the right mindset at all. So
Yeah. I,
recently, I'd say.
I would say if you feel demotivated, it's okay to take some time out. Like, every people needs some time out sometimes.
For sure, for sure.
So, sorry, my voice just. Um,
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I just woke up 30 minutes ago. It's fine.
Don't worry,
Um,
I'm wide awake. I got my second wind of energy. We're good.
it just felt the time when you were tired.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what's the biggest challenge you're facing right now? I say this is what you said, the work, right?
Yeah, time, finding time. That's the biggest challenge right now.
I think government should, I don't know, pass out some plus time. Like, oh, you
Yeah,
are a content creator, here sometime. Oh, you are
yeah,
working. You know what? Here sometime so you can have your time. Or you are a school student, here sometime. So just
exactly.
everyone.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. And then,
what do you think? What makes your content unique? Like, I am someone who just joining your stream, and I'm just checking out people. There are 100 small streamers streaming on the same category. Why should I stay on your stream, especially?
that's a good question. A lot of people, well, I'd say everyone is technically unique in their own way. It's all about what sort of stream you really want. For example, with myself, I try my best to engage with people who are in the chat as much as possible. Occasionally, I say random stuff that I have no clue what the meaning means, apparently, because I'll let you guys know I am very innocent minded, and I don't get certain things sometimes, and I say things, and then I get called out. I'm like, what does that even mean?
Then I'm pretty sure
It's
you are
just
really
saying,
happy to be in the same chat as Oli and Hex.
I know, I know. I've learned a lot, and it's interesting. But no, I'd say the biggest thing that makes me unique over other people would be um honestly, hard to say because
To be
I
honest,
try to
this
make
chat.
every.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I wanted to say that you are speaking with your chat. That's a good point, I think.
Yeah,
But if
like
there are
I try
anything else,
to
go
try to
ahead.
make every person feel unique is my thing. If you've talked in the chat before, I try my best to remember who you are, and I try to remember who's been in the stream before and who's been watching and who has followed for how many days or keeps watching. I try my best to make every person unique. As
That's
hard as
cool.
that is, like with a bunch of different followers, I try my best.
To be honest, I think Twitch helps with this now, because if you have a first time chatter, then you see that they are a first time chatter.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if someone just wrote in your chat, it will say that first time chatter, Void says hi, or something like that.
Okay.
Or I had a channel point which is just 10 channel point, and it just, I'm new, say hi.
Yeah,
So I think in Twitch you can have this engagement more likely with the new people.
that's fair. That's
Um, do you planning on do a face reveal in the future?
I have had my face on Twitch before. It was a lot of there was a bunch of different reasons why I stopped doing it, and I could get back into it myself. I wanted to start VTubing instead because of the certain issues that arose because of just I don't want to say it was because of issues with uh relationship stuff, but it partially was the one of the reasons why. But yeah, I used to do it, and then I decided maybe I want to try to do VTubing or the 2D art uh, one. So I tried creating my own character in Blender, and that did not go as planned. And the photo I have now is done by a very good friend of mine.
That's cool.
It's what I use for, I guess, the 2D version, which I still got to make my own, but
But
I
for now
was,
it's cool.
but yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I sort of wanted to show it off because since I wasn't doing the camera face reveal too often anymore, I'm doing it occasionally for certain events, but not too much because of certain scenarios. But uh,
I see.
I
So
really
VoidsTuning is the answer.
that's what I'm hoping to do. Like, I don't mind showing my face, but
It's just you don't feel comfortable with it.
well, it's not so much that I don't feel comfortable with it. It's more or less trying to gain two different. Well, there's two different reasons. There's the one reason where there's like VTubing right now, where it's going. A lot more people are trying to find a new VTuber and all that, or be a part of a new VTuber stream. And VTubing is growing exponentially, and it's one of the fastest growing streamers varieties out there, or not varieties, but streaming. Well, they are variety streamers most of the time. Most, and they're mostly VTubing and all that. And I felt like that might help grow for myself, and then also it was it wasn't so much my comfort at the time. It was someone else's for the face and all that when I was in when it was relationship stuff, and I was a little bit worried. They told me it was fine, but I just I didn't want any issues and
Yeah,
all that, so I chose not to do it because of that. But I don't know. I'm comfortable showing my face though. I just it's been a long time, and yeah.
I see. And what's your favorite game? On stream and outside of stream? Because most
Ooh,
of the time it's not the same.
that is a good question. On stream could be either Minecraft or League of Legends, because League of Legends there's so much going on, and there's a lot that you can talk about currently in the game itself. The that you hardly ever stop talking, and you can keep going for hours talking about the game and keeping it interactive with the chat. And with Minecraft, it's more or less it's a nice mellow stream, and you can talk about anything on stream. It doesn't have to be about a specific game. You can talk about life, you can talk about a movie that you watched or a TV show. The game itself is so mellow that you can just do whatever you want to talk about,
Yeah,
and it's not going to be so intense that you forget about what you're talking about. Sometimes it might be, but most of the time it's not too bad. Yeah, that's what I'd say for streaming. And off stream, oh boy, there's too many to count. One of my old favorite games, now not so much, is Dark Souls 3. That one was so much fun when I was growing up.
that's cool. And what
Uh,
kind. Sorry, I thought
no,
you
no,
finished.
go ahead.
Do you have
No, I
anything about the game or not?
no, it was that was it. I was just saying that Dark Souls 3, and it was a good game. It was a nice game.
Okay. What kind of content you planning to do on the future?
Ooh, that's a
Like
good
the
question.
same as now, or do you have plans?
A little bit of same as now, but new year. I do have a game I really want to do more of, is called Elden Ring. And the reason why I want to do more of that one is because not only is it a new game, but it's a part of the Dark Souls franchise, which is something which made me want to get a computer and all that. Was that game, just the Dark Souls franchise, made me want to get a computer because my brother had Dark Souls and I played it nonstop on his. So it's been a big part of my gaming life and all that sort of game. Uh, Elden Ring is supposed to blow the other ones out of the water, and I hope it does. And I feel like that one might help bring some more traction to people watching me for one, and then two, I get to play an old uh, game relative. I guess would a game relative or it's not a sequel or or something. It's like a different variation of the game, but
Hmm.
it's still gonna bring back some nice memories, and it would be it would be a really fun one to do, and it's multiplayer as well, and I might be able to bring back some of my old Dark Souls friends and talk to them while I'm doing it, which would
That's really
be
cool.
good. Yeah.
And what's your goals for the next year, and what's your goals for overall? Like, for overall, I mean, what do you think? What's the maximum point what you can reach?
Ooh. Goals for next year. Goals for partially this year slash next year would be starting a TikTok and a get better at making clips for YouTube because I want to try to do YouTube Shorts as well as TikToks because YouTube Shorts are starting to work a little bit like TikTok is, but TikTok is still beating it exponentially. But I'd say that for sure, and be more social media aware and all that of different things that are going on as well, and because I need to figure out what is going on more or less in certain aspects of gaming, trending things that are going on, being a part of those, try to get more of a follow basis that way in the next year. And the goal overall, I'd say I'd want to try to get partner. Even if it's like barely making partner, I'd still be happy. Partner would be really, really interesting. And that one would also make me realize that it is possible to, like, no matter where you start, it's possible to keep going and get
And
a
reach anything?
and reach some sort of goal for sure. That it doesn't matter when you start or where you start or how old you are when you start. It yeah, because a lot of the times, a lot of people think, like even myself, sometimes I think, okay, so there's a lot of people who are a lot younger, like in the 14, 15, who are starting streaming, and they have a lot more time than me. And I'm like, holy crap, they got a lot more time. They have a easy way to get a good follow basis and all that stuff. But if I do end up getting partner at some point, then I know that what I've been doing and what I've been trying to do has been paying off, and I think it'd be nice.
Yeah. To be honest, they have more time with age. But, okay, this is what people don't understand. If I don't know, 13 is the time where you can start, right? If a 13 years old start at the same time that you start out at 20, or I don't know, I see some people starting out at the age of 40 with two children. I think
True, true.
you should handle them on the same level. Like, you reach the same level. You just started out, which means that you are not superior, they are not superior. You are colleagues, let's say. Like, I don't know if there any word for this, but you work together because you met, you create content together, you became friends, and I don't know, it just you have the same amount of time. If you are luckier, or they are luckier, or something like that, then maybe one of you will reach it before the other. But I think you have the same chances.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Everyone
and
has the same chance, sure.
yeah,
The
like,
case that I was trying to say was just the time basis and all that, because obviously one person would make it first before the other if they had more time. But it's everyone definitely has a chance to do it for sure. It's all about how you can manage your time get the certain time down, your schedule, and all that stuff. For sure, but yeah, for sure, everyone does have an equal chance.
And also a
Absolutely.
little bit luck.
And what?
A little bit of luck.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you could be any kind of Marvel or DC superhero or supervillain, who would you be and why?
A super villain or a superhero? Oh god.
Yeah.
Wait, do I have to choose a character or do I have to choose like?
You can choose character, you can just say the superhero or supervillain. Like,
Okay.
it's up to you. And why?
Um. Hmm. Oh god, it's hard to say. I grew up as a Superman fanatic. I was, I loved Superman and all that. He was my goal when I was younger to be like Superman, to be the symbol of hope for people. Actually, so I'd say I definitely want to be. If I had to choose an actual person, I'd want to be Superman. But for streaming wise and content wise, if I had to choose something that would get more traction, people are already majorly addicted to watching villains and all that. So I'd say villain for streaming, but not really a full on villain, but like one of those VR VTuber villain type esque stuff. Because a lot of people are watching those because they're more entertaining. They are. They definitely are. They do snarky comments. They call you rude things, but then sometimes go, "That was mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry." You can see the human side of it, and also their villain side. And yeah, but if I had to choose something for in real life, I definitely want to be a hero, be a symbol of hope to
That's
people
cool.
around me. Yeah.
And how can people who are listening to this podcast contact you? Like, where they can find you?
Oh, you can find me at the VoidsTune at Twitch or twitch.tv/the VoidsTune. Yeah.
And
You just
Twitter.
listen for the tune, and there I am.
And I will also link every of your social media in the description. Thank you for coming to the podcast.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It means a lot. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye.